Well, good morning. How are you all today? And welcome to Prepping for Prosperity. I'm Steve Smith. I'm going to do a little special one here. I was going to do one today on how I suggest people pay down, always pray, pay down their credit cards because I know that there are a lot of people out there that follow the Dave Ramsey approach. I disagree with that. I have a different way that I would suggest to do that. Matter of fact, I have a couple of concerns with the Ramsey program, and that and to be honest, I have a couple of problems with the Ramsey system as it is being promoted now by his daughter, and I'll talk about that over on the Patreon channel. And I know a lot of people, before I upset anybody, I know a lot of people have been successful at that, and that is great. Just remember that there are more than one way to do something. And something may work well for a certain group of people because of emotional issues and all that, and not do so well, not be the best way to do it. And it depends on whether you're coming at finances emotionally or not. And you should not. You should not do that. However, I got a message on, was it yesterday's? Yeah, it was the one on starting, building, and running a business, part 1. And I got a comment from Sherry Fancoli, who is one of our subscribers. She's also a subscriber. She came to us from the Integrative Preparedness website, and she is one that I mentioned in yesterday's. She stopped by Kelly's booth out at the Olathe Old Settlers Day, where Kelly was selling soap, and Sherry is a smart one. And so she left a couple of comments. First off, the one is, I haven't been getting notified of new videos on this channel. So I clicked the notification bell. I hope that helps. Please do. Make sure that you're subscribed here. Make sure that you're subscribed. Hit the bell. Make sure that you get, be notified of all videos, whatever, so that you do get notified. Because we're going to be covering a lot here. And if you just miss, a little bit, you're going to miss it. And then you got to go back and catch up, right? Well, anyway, I want to read Sherry's comment because it is great. It sets sets the tone for me answering a question, a very important question, and that is, it's all up to you. Okay, Sherry writes, "Hi, just listened to your video and laugh out loud. You're right. I will comment," because I said yesterday, I bet she might comment on this. She says, "I love the soap I bought at Kelly's booth. Good luck with the sublimation printing business. That sounds fun." Those were some personal references that didn't really, people will say, well, why did you read that part? Because it shows business is personal. All business is personal. You know that old saying from The Godfather, it's not personal, it's business. All business is personal, really, because people want to buy, or they want to deal with people that they like and people that they feel they know. Your personal relationship, the personal relationship that you establish with someone, is one of the very most important things you can do, and we're going to get to that. She says, "Thanks for the great video." You're welcome, and I'm glad that you liked it. "I have been working on starting what will hopefully be passive income." Good. That passive income is where you don't have to work at it every day. Did you read, if you're over on the Patreon channel, and you should be, because there's a lot over there that's really going to help you. Warren Buffett is quoted as saying, "Unless you figure out a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until the day you die." That's true. This is what people call about passive income. Do something, put it out there, let it be out there, and where people can buy it 24 hours a day while you're sleeping, while you're doing other things. And there's many different ways to do it. Sherry's going to tell us how she do it, and she is trying to do it, and it's a way that I have done it. Okay. First, so she says, I've been working on starting some what will hopefully be passive income, first by using Amazon KDP, that's Kindle Direct Publishing. That's where I publish my books through. Should I show them to you? That's the Stonemont series. This is the newest one that's just, it's out on Kindle so far. It'll be out on paperback pretty soon. Hostages to Fortune. These are my books, the Stonemont series, and they are available, yes, on Amazon, both in paperback and Kindle, and they are put out through KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing. And if you have a book or something in your mind that you want to get out there, that is a way that I certainly suggest you do it. My computer just went to sleep. Let me get it back up. So she's going to do it through Amazon KDP and publishing low and medium content books. That's good. There's a great market for that. Mine tend to be very involved, very long, now people like them, but there is a great market for low and medium content books that people just, they don't have to invest too much time or attention. It is entertainment. It's something that adds to their life. It's great. So far, I have one published and another one about to be, but I need to figure out how to market them. Excellent. There are so many on Amazon, I can't even find mine unless I search Flower Notebook by Sheridan Jones, which is her pen name. No sales yet. After I get more published, I want to focus on other business ideas and possibly write a few books. Excellent. Well, that is great. Best of luck. It is a great way to make a living being a writer. So a couple of things to begin with. First off, you have sold one book because I just bought one. I went to it. You're right. There are so many books out there. It's easy for your book not to be seen. I'm going to give probably one of the most important pieces of advice right here to you and everyone. And then I'm going to make a second video, and it's going to be on the Patreon channel, to where I go into detail on my suggestions on how you might go about promoting this. And I've been very successful. Okay, I'll just put it that way. I've been very successful with my books, so I know a little bit about it, and I think it will help. And it won't just help people involved in publishing or books. It'll help any kind of business to build a business. So one of the best pieces of business advice I ever read was on the back of a sugar packet. I think I said one time before that it was in a fortune cookie, but it wasn't. It was on the back of a sugar packet. Do you ever been in a restaurant where they used to, I guess, have those sugar packets, and they would have different, designs. Some had pictures and all this. Well, some of them had sayings on it. And I read this one. As a matter of fact, I emptied the sugar out and I carried it in my wallet for a while so that I wouldn't forget it. And it has served me very well. And that is, he who has a thing to sell and goes and whispers in a well is not as apt to get the dollars as he who climbs a tree and hollers. That is one of the best pieces of marketing advice and business advice I've ever heard and that you will ever hear. What does that mean? I mean, you all know what it means. When people get into business, very often, many people, their personality is about the business. It's about creativity. It's about building or whatever like that. And many of us aren't particularly good at promoting ourselves. We've been raised to be humble, to be, not blow our own horn. That's kind of, it's put down. Don't brag. Don't put out there. Well, that is good advice if you want to starve. It's good advice if you don't want to be successful. Because, to whereas they say that word of mouth is the greatest advertising, and it's true. I don't advertise in my lighting business. I don't advertise in my books anymore. First, you have to have the mouths to go out there and give the word, right? Now, how do you get to those mouths? Well, you have to promote yourself. And if you want to be successful, it's not really a choice. I know people who do very good work in the trades, but they have this I won't even call it a hesitancy. It's almost like they're bound and determined not to go out and promote themselves. And they actually put down people who do. I heard one guy, he does wood floors, does a great job. But I heard him say one time, and no, I won't go into that. He said, well, I'm not one of those guys that like has business cards and stuff. See, putting down somebody that actually has a business card or might want to go out there and promote it or whatever. And he just kind of lets business come to him. And do you know how well he does in his business? He doesn't. Doesn't do well. He doesn't make a living at it. And yet he somehow is, I don't know what, well, I could go into the psychology of it. I won't, because that's not the purpose of this. What we want to be talking about here is the positivity, what you have to get out there and do. And you have to climb that tree and holler. You have to let people know. Don't be shy about it. If you have something to put out there and you have put your hard work and energy and time into it, why did you do that if you didn't want people to buy it? But see, the universe is not just going to bring attention to that. Even up on Amazon. I mean, Amazon is so huge. There really has to be something that pulls people to it. I'll be talking about that on Patreon. Now, I want to add something here too, and that is the investment that you make in yourself. This has to do with promoting your business, and it has to do with the Patreon channel. Some people might say, Steve, why can't you just put this information here on YouTube? Let me ask you this. I could, but why should I? This is real information. This is information that will help you build your business. This is an opportunity for you. And this is not some slick sales pitch. This is the truth. This is the opportunity for you to make an investment in yourself in learning how to do it. You've heard the old saying that, free advice is worth what you pay for it. Well, not necessarily. I give a lot of advice on here, and so do others, that is worth a lot. But here's something that if somebody really wants to do it, you have to take the steps. Just like you have to get out there and promote your book, you have to get out there and say, okay, I'm worth $5 to join the Patreon channel and listen to what Steve has to tell me. Okay? Right now, there will be people going, well, I'm not going to do it. He's just trying to get my $5. Listen, I don't need your $5, but you need to pay it. Does that sound funny? You need to get over into that environment. First off, you need to sitting down and making that investment. Okay, I mean, $5 a month. What is that? What is that? That's nothing, right? It should be nothing compared to what you hope to build your business into. You probably spent a lot more than $5 on the equipment or whatever that you're thinking about your business. If you're thinking about a business, how many thousands of dollars are you going to spend? Many, probably. Okay. What's $5 to listen to a guy who has done it numerous times? And not just what I have, but I put a lot of other stuff over there that is going to help you. And it's going to help you tremendously. So that's my explanation. It's not so much a pitch. It's my explanation to you of why you need to make that. And you'll hear comments. You'll see comments on here. Why don't you just get to it? Why don't you just tell us, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to them. Those are the naysayers. There will always be people trying to hold you down and put you down. Okay? Simple as that. You need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in your business. Whether it's coming to Patreon or climbing that tree and hollering, you need to do it. Simple as that. And if you won't do it, you've shown that you're not serious. And if you're not serious about your business and your success and your prosperity, tell me why I should be. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. Well, I'm going to get off and I'm going to make that one for Patreon, and I'm going to go through this and I'm going to give Sherry some advice. And in that advice, it's going to be advice for other people too. So everybody will get something out of it. Sherry, best of luck to you. I'm proud to have been your first customer. I'm happy to get it. By the way, I'll say right here that the way to find Sherry's book is on Amazon. Put in, what did I get? I put in Flower Notebook, Sheridan Jones, that's her nom de plume, her pen name. And it comes up, it's $6.99, it's a paperback. Now I don't see on here whether it's a, it's got a cover with some flowers on it and says notebook. So I'm not sure, and it doesn't give me any information on what might be inside. That's one of the things that I'll be talking about on Patreon. So I'm not sure whether it's just like a book for you to take notes in, or whether it's a book that talks about flowers. I'm not sure. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be good. It's only $6.99. And you know, if it talks about flowers, that's going to be great. If it doesn't, if it's just a journal and it has stuff for you to write in, people love that stuff. Have you bought a journal lately? Have you bought a notebook for you to put your thoughts in? Well, $6.99 is a pretty good deal, you know. And you're supporting somebody else who's on this channel. So I did it. Maybe you'd like to do it. Go find it and see if we can get Sherry a few more sales. And as a book sells, it gives more interest. Amazon will say, some people bought this. Maybe we should make this easier for people to find. So I'll be talking a lot about this on the Patreon channel, and it gives us an opportunity to put out some good lessons. So Sherry, congratulations. Thank you for letting me be the very first one to buy your book. I hope you sell 1 million of them, and I hope that my advice over on Patreon will help you do just that. To the rest of you, remember that most important piece of advice. You can have your business already. You can be ready to go. You can do a good business, but he who has a thing to sell and goes and whispers in a well is not as apt to get the dollars as he who climbs a tree and hollers, letting the world know about it. Okay, you all have a good day. Get out there and get prepared to be prosperous by learning and doing and promoting. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.